Good snowy morning. Finally got off the farm today. We're gonna go on a little road trip, so I figured I'd talk to you guys. It was quite interesting yesterday with all the snow. We pretty much didn't leave the house. I only left the house once, and that was, to get my soda in the morning, which kind of think I gotta think, it would be hard for me if that Casey's of mine wasn't a block away from the house. Because then I'd have to travel, and yesterday was not a day for travel. So, I'm going to talk a little bit about blessings today, because that's kind of a blessing as it sits right now. So I'm at a position that most people don't have at my age. I have the ability to not go anywhere if I don't have to. And I would say I'd had a pretty blessed adulthood, because I had a job for 12 years that the mentality of the boss was, work when you can. If you can't work that day, you can take all the time you need. Just know you're not getting paid for the time you're not working. And that's been really, really nice. Transition over to, I've had some bad bosses in that mix, because these people were of age and they were going to try to retire, which I don't blame them for retiring. They needed to retire because they had a fulfilling work life. It's time for them to have a little bit of break before the end, But I transitioned that to where I am now, which is a job that is something that I like to do. And I'm a huge proponent of, if you find a job that you like, or if you find a job that uses your talents that you enjoy doing, you find a job that is more of a hobby to you than a job, then you'll never have to work a day in your life. And I kind of understand that, I kind of enjoyed that aspect of the job I'm at right now. I've always wanted to make content. I've always wanted to build on filmmaking and all that stuff, and now I'm in a position where I can actually do that. So that's awesome, So if I can give anybody any information, find a job that you're okay with. Take that job and find a niche in that job where they see you as a valuable person. Work that niche until it becomes a position. And then when that position comes, own that position. There's a lot of places, there's a lot of things where they don't think they need something, and then you come along and you do the thing that you do, and they realize, well, things are just that much better having that position or that thing available. And that's 90% of my work history is, I worked at Camera Machine, and they had inventory management, they had a shop guy, but they didn't have anybody who really did the warehouse. So I worked that, where I ended up being the warehouse manager, because one, I built the inventory management system, and there is a company out there that still has my program and using it. I didn't get any royalties off of that, but I worked the inventory, I worked the warehouse, and that was my position when I left there. And I left that place mainly because the guy got fired from what he was doing, and the boss went to jail. So that place kind of dissolved. So that's how I got out of that position. Then I started working. I did some work at KFC and made a position there where I became the head fry cook. But that was a sidestep on into what I was working at Hass's for the 12 years, the 13 years, whatever it is. Decade and a half almost. And what I did there was they wanted a second banana to the heat seal lady, because the heat seal lady is getting old, and needed somebody to help out with that. And that was the whole purpose of them finding somebody, because they had somebody who was a college kid who wasn't paying attention much anyway. So I got that position and I started working. But I knew graphic design from my other job, And I was like, well, somebody come in for something and said, well, we can do what you want, just tell us what you want and I'll see what I can do. And I worked from there, and I spent 12 years doing that for people, and I created that niche, and that's where I'm at. Well, in that time, I also started using my cell phone, wherever my cell phone is, somewhere. Probably don't have it with me. I'm driving in the winter with no cell phone. I used my cell phone to start recording the live stream at church. They saw it as a valuable ministry. They saw that it would be something that they would want to endeavor on, and they started putting some bucks towards that, and they got to a point where we had this online presence. So they created a position for me, and that's where I'm at today. So I created a niche for myself, and I owned it. That's basically what I did, and that's how I got the position that I am in right now. So that being said, we made it well beyond our 5-minute spiel. So I'm going to let you guys go with this. I'm going to leave a word at the end of this video, and that word is employment. So if you can put employment in the comments, I'll know that you made it clear to the end of this video. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow, most definitely. I can't believe it's Thursday already, according to when I recorded this. This will be Friday for you guys. I'll see you later.